welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me for another one of my videos. So today it is Spiritual Book Club December and I want to discuss with you my books that I've been reading over the last month and the book that I plan to read in December/January. So last month's book that I have been delving into is Cameron Beddy's Your Mind Is Your Home. So Cameron is a fellow That Guy's House. Yeah, that's my publisher. I had to think then, like, yeah, nope, that's it. He's a fellow author from my publishing company. So I've really become friends with Cameron recently and I was so excited to get my hands on a book just because I love what he's about. It's so different to your typical spiritual book, definitely. So it was really interesting to learn from a really NLP slash mental health perspective how we can really improve our mind, how we can improve our thoughts, and how to become just at home in your mind. So the tagline of the book is how to end anxiety, stop overthinking, and have more control over your thoughts. So this has really fascinated me. Although, like, you know, I'm out of my anxiety and depression from years ago, it's always fascinated me how the human mind works and what triggers anxiety and what triggers, you know, the uncomfortableness in our mind, essentially. So reading this book has just been really eye-opening because it talks a lot about social media, your phone, and I really love Cameron's ways of describing things, of just like quirky little terms of different like rooms in your home or your mind as such, which was just like, I loved it. It was so clever and just so unique as well. Like the way he was describing it is like totally relatable to you know, our world now of being on social media, of being online constantly. So it was just a really practical, current way to discuss mental health, to discuss anxiety, and to really have practical tips on how to like bust those like niggling thoughts, to bust those negative thoughts, and to really like transform it and see things differently. So it is not a spiritual book on any level, it's a very practical book, but I think there's actually quite a lot of beauty in that it really is different, and that it's really different and beautiful in a really unique way because it's shining light on mental health and NLP and things like that in a really positive, practical way. So it's jam-packed full of tips and tricks, jam-packed full of things you can do. So I really love books like that because when you've got like actual tools and practices you can follow, it just makes it so much easier and it's just so much more useful to the reader as well, I think, because that's what you buy a book for, to get help, to get these tips and tricks, to get all the authors like juicy content. So Cameron definitely like jam packs this book with it. And if you've read this book as well, Cameron's actually going to be speaking at my Spiritual Queen Summit in February, alongside Hannah, my friend, who's obviously going to be talking about Divine Feminine. Sean, our publisher, is also going to be there talking about the publishing world and obviously speaking to you guys if you have a book. So definitely if you want like expert advice on the publishing industry or to even speak to Sean about being in That Guy's House, definitely come along and have a speak to him. Obviously I'm going to be talking about law of attraction, manifesting, you know, setting yourself up right for 2019, and Fab's also going to be there as well. I mean, I'm rambling on about this, it's all on the website, so obviously it'll be linked down below for you to have a look at, but a great opportunity with such diverse speakers talking about all wonderful things to just live a fantastic life, basically. So loving this book, well done Cameron, and it was a #1 bestseller, so well done. So the book I want to read throughout December/January is one that I originally saw a couple of months ago and I didn't buy in the shop because I wanted to get it cheaper off Amazon. Hashtag coupon queen problems. So I actually forgot to order it for a while and then I was like, oh yeah, I really liked that book, because I think not only was it a really good coffee table book, I actually really wanted to read it. So now I feel like my candle obsession is turning into a book obsession of, I used to have burnable candles and decorative candles, and now I feel I have decorative books and readable books for sure. So this was in the decorative book section of my home, but obviously I do want to read it as well because it looks fab. So this book is called Spiritual Places by Sarah Baxter. There isn't a tagline on it, but it's an inspired traveler's guide. So it is all about the best spiritual places to visit. So there's some gorgeous illustrations within there, and what I really liked about this book is it's a very like pick me up, put me down book. So obviously over the winter, as I'm like getting busier and obviously with my own book launch coming out, the thought of delving into a novel right now does not fill me with happiness because I'm like, I'm not gonna have time to read it, and sometimes I find it really hard to concentrate in the winter to just sit down and thoroughly read a book. So this stood out to me for December just because they're really short chapters, like they're a page on a different location. So, you know, when I've got a spare 10 minutes, when I've got a spare half an hour, I can just really pick this up, you know, learn about some incredible places. Like I can't wait to learn where to go that's spiritual. I'll just be like to Mr. C, right, we're going here, we're going here, we're going here. And he'll just be like, why? And I'll be like, it looks pretty. And then I'll be like, it's spiritual. So it'll be really interesting to see why these places are spiritual. Like, you know, where in the world I can go. These look awesome. So always up for learning about travel. Like I freaking love to travel. So gorgeous illustrations and stuff throughout. So you could see me up a mountain soon after reading this book, or in a massive waterfall it would seem. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this book. I got it off Amazon in the end because that was the cheapest place. But I'm just really interested. I mean, if the cover sold it to me anyway. I mean, why wouldn't it? It was a coffee table book. But yeah, really excited to learn what places I can go to. And yeah, maybe I can recommend some places as well, find out why they're so spiritual. So this video feels really freaking short for some reason. I don't know why. Like I normally do 2 books and it lasts about 10 minutes, but I feel like I want this video to be kind of not long, but at least useful. So I hope that you are enjoying my spiritual book club videos. I know I used to like bosh through about 3 flipping books a month, but yeah, in the summer when I have time to sit outside and I feel really motivated to read, like I really read like a pro. I'm like, read a book a day, I'm through it. I'm like, yes. But just because of like commitments and like things that I'm doing at the moment and projects, like it has become impossible to read. So that's why a nice little picture book to finish 2019 with was exactly what I wanted for sure. But let me know what you're reading at the moment in the comments down below, because I always love your recommendations and it always does inspire me of what to read next. So if you know of any books where you're like, Emma, you have to read this, then please do let me know, because I always love freaking buying books, as you guys know, and obviously I love to make these videos. So thank you so much guys for watching my spiritual book club December. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you've maybe found some new reads that will inspire you this winter. Let me know if you're following the book club down below in the comments, because I replied to them all. What books are you reading? What would you recommend? So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments box down below, because I replied to them all. And also don't forget that you can join me in my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook. So the link's down below for that. It's a free community where you can come and join myself and other like-minded souls to talk all things positivity and Law of Attraction. So I hope you all have a fantastic week and I will see you soon guys. Lots of love.